Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Makes the grab. It's Brady. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that 1st, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Ivory. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Buffaloes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for room. It's Gray. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man quickly. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They'll give it to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
And the Sun Devils are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give to the tailback. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Then how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in.
Breaks into the open. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Sprague. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sometimes on field goal block, you just want to take the win and let them kick it. The roughing the kicker penalty gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He smashes his way through again. Smashes ahead. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Run in the red zone, it's Peace. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bray. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He's got the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
They'll go to the ground. And And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. He's looking to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Peace. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Using his legs at peace. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. The 40. Past the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And the Sun Devils in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Across the 45. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Adkins. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over West Virginia. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive going to the air. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's still running after the move. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. This lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Arizona State, 14.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Handoff to the single running back. Can't get him to the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brown has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Guide to the football, man. It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Sun Devils are on the move. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Run in the red zone. It's Peace. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets rid of it. He made the catch past the marker. So past the sidelines, he's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down. Still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Rides the back on the option to give. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense in press coverage. They go to the counter. Got some room in under the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
You know, know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught, close to the marker, it's great. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Buffalo! They move on top here in the 4th. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but it's a dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings continues to fight for yards. Speeding down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over West Virginia. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in, it's Brake. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Lines the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
He gets the first down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big-body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the back in the middle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grant behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged out of the air. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid burn on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this